This week, a huge MMO gets a release date and pricing details, rumors of a huge change in a setting for a popular survival horror sequel, a PC classic series rises from the grave, and an angry Call of Duty player takes matters in his own hands, literally. I'm Handsome Tom, and welcome to the Game Heroes Weekly News. It seems that the wait is finally over. The EA BioWare mega MMO Star Wars The Old Republic has been given a release date, as well as pricing information. The game's going to hit stores and online retailers this December 20th, and will include a 1-month free pass to the game. After a free month, players can choose from a variety of subscription options. A 1-month subscription is going to cost $14.99, 3-month $41.97, and a 6-month will cost $77.94. EA has been pumping the tires for The Old Republic for a while now, deeming it a possible World of Warcraft killer. While that remains yet to be seen, it's possibly one of the biggest MMOs to be released since WoW. Time will only tell if The Old Republic does put a dent in the Warcraft user base, or if it's just going to end up being another free-to-play game like all the other potential WoW killers before it. Early last week, rumors started flying around about the possible setting for the next entry in the survival horror series Dead Space. Apparently, the third game will see protagonist Isaac Clarke crash land on a frozen planet called Tau Volantis. Isaac must traverse the snow-covered planet in search of survivors, including Ellie, a main character in the Dead Space franchise. The enemies in the third game will have been referred to as Hive Mind, which sounds suspiciously like the final boss in the first Dead Space. Apparently, at one point in the game, Isaac, Ellie, and a new character named Jennifer are climbing a mountain to research a facility when they hear a loud howl from below. Due to its blizzard-like conditions, they can't make out what the creature is. EA has yet to confirm or deny these rumors, but according to SiliconAero.com, who broke the story, the information comes from a very reliable source. This same source also broke the news that EA was planning a reboot for the classic Bullfrog software game, Syndicate. If in fact these rumors are true, Dead Space 3's atmosphere will be drastically changing from the hauntingly dark corridors into outer space from the previous two games. Stay tuned as the story develops. Speaking of Syndicate, EA confirmed this week that the rumors of the reboot to the cult classic PC game are in fact true, and the game will be shipping far earlier than anyone expected. The game is set to release February 21st, 2012, and is being developed by Starbreeze Software, the people behind Chronicles of Riddick and the underrated game The Darkness. Gone is a third-person overview from the classic PC game. The new Syndicate will be, surprise surprise, a first-person shooter. However, unlike many mindless FPS in the market today, the game seems to look a bit more like a first-person action game, much like this year's hit Deus Ex Human Revolution. There will be a skill tree to level up your character as you see fit, crazy weapons like the ones that let you shoot around walls, and apparently a Mega Man-like power-up system which allows you to extract abilities from certain fallen enemies. It's pretty badass. If you haven't seen the announcement trailer, go check it out. It's totally awesome. Call of Duty matches can get pretty heated, especially if you're playing with loudmouth, back-talking tweens. Well, a 46-year-old man took things a little too far when dealing with a 13-year-old opponent in Call of Duty Black Ops. Mark Bradford from Devon, UK, was tired of the consistent online taunting from a teen. So he put down his controller, looked up the kid's address, drove to his house, and began to choke the little kid at his front door. The two were broken up by the teen's mother, and Bradford since admitted to 1 count of assault. He says, "I've been playing the whole day, and he was baiting me and just would not shut up," said Bradford. He went on and say that he just lost it. So to all the little punks out there who enjoy spewing off their mouth while playing online games, you might want to think twice before doing so. Next time you hear the doorbell ring, it could be a 40-something-year-old coming to choke you out. Well, I hope not. Finally, here are this week's new game releases. We're starting to head into the huge fall release schedule, so let's see what's coming. This Tuesday, the following games will be hitting store shelves. id Software's, the guys behind the classic shooters Wolfenstein, Doom, and Quake, released Rage this week for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC. Dark Souls gets a North American release and will be available on the 360 and PS3. NBA 2K12 dunks its way onto the 360 and PS3. Spider-Man: The Edge of Time swings its way onto the 360, PS3, and DS. Now on the digital side of things, Payday the Heist will be available for download on PC, PSN this Tuesday. NBA Jam on Fire Edition hits PSN Tuesday and Xbox Live Wednesday. Orcs Must Die will be hitting Xbox Live Arcade this Wednesday. And finally, the console's release of the original game Crysis will be available on Xbox Games Demand Service this Wednesday. For more kick-ass content, please be sure to keep checking thegameheroes.com. I'm Handsome Tom. We'll see you next week.